had to take her daughter to Denver or something for the doctor's appointment, so it's closed.
Yeah, I'll be open tomorrow.
She'll be back.
I needed the documents I've been asking her for. So
Well, she had them all for you. I know she's got them.
I'm sure. I gave her plenty of time. I'm not really sweating.
I don't know where they're at. I really don't.
I'm not really attacking her like she feels like I am. I think things need to be straightened out, but I'm not really at war, so to speak.
Sure feels like it.
Well, I'll tell you straight, Joni, a lot of shit's not getting done around here, and a lot of it seems to fall in your direction. Well, you're the office manager, right? You gave me not one
I
answer.
am a liaison for the office. I am not the office manager.
Okay, well, let me get your opinion on what your job is as the counselor over the office, just so I understand your point of view.
Okay. When I was asked to oversee the office,
Okay.
I was asked to oversee it. I wasn't asked
What does oversee mean?
to, like, if the girls had any complaints about any employees or customers, or the reason I was brought in is because they didn't want any male doing it because
Okay.
it could be a sexual harassment.
So who should be making sure Julie is doing all the tasks she is not doing?
The whole council.
It doesn't work that way. You're not the one who's in charge of the trash people.
Nope.
You know why?
I'm not.
Because Gary is.
I'm not really in charge of the office
Well,
to that point.
Then I need you to step down from that position.
I've asked you.
Okay, perfect. Someone that
Nobody wants to do it.
Well,
Who's going to do it?
Eric,
That's an excellent question. We'll get to that. I have lots of theories and ideas, and I see a lot of loopholes in this office that need to be closed. Do you know, I've talked to like 40 people in this town, and in the last 2 weeks, they have brought up so much of the same complaint that I myself have been able to show how I, not accusing anybody, how I could steal from this town today. I could do it. I could get away with it. Well, here's the thing. If I can do it without ever working in this job, without ever knowing anything or looking at a single financial paper, if I can figure out a way to steal, so can other people.
Well, this ain't one of them.
Well, you're going to help me fix it.
Well, no, how am I going to help fix it when I'm the one getting accused of stealing shit
I have
that
never
they find
accused
in
you
the
of stealing
office?
anything. I asked where the hard drive was and why you accused Nate, and you did. But here's the thing. I don't think Nate stole it because I asked him face to face myself, and then he made such a good deal about it. He wanted me involved in it so much that I know Nate didn't steal that hard drive. Now, I believe with real thought and real conversation that most likely that's just plain somebody fucked up on their job. It's supposed to be in a safe, wasn't it?
That's where
Then
I
why
asked
was
you.
it
The
found
office
in a
is
file
closed.
cabinet?
She's not here.
No, it's for you.
Oh, those are mine. Thank
For
you.
you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No. It may feel like I'm attacking you personally. I'm attacking the job that's not getting done up here. You wanted to be a councilman, that's the job. Believe me, Eric's next on the list, and his shit is deep. His shit's so deep that I have considered calling the law myself and have talked to Terry Reeves about it. And here in a minute, I'm supposed to be at Toby's house to discuss some of these things, so I'm surprised he's here fighting with you. That's the
He's not.
place I'm going.
It
He was
wasn't
fighting
that-
with me.
It was
I
not.
caught
I-
all three of you.
Toby,
I heard
no,
it.
this is what happened. Toby come to the mail. Robbie was told that I had showed Toby a video of the little incident with him and Eric.
Yeah.
He was told that I was the one that showed him the video. I didn't show him shit.
Who showed it?
He said he never saw it, he just heard about it. That's what he told me.
That's interesting, because Toby told me he saw it.
Well, not for me, he didn't.
Well, I'll go ask him about it.
Because
Yeah, he did just say he heard about it. He didn't see the video.
that's what he told
That's what he
us.
just told me.
See, I have found no matter who I conversate with, I find at least one fib. And it's making it to where I can't trust anybody, much less get to the bottom of what the fuck's going on around here.
That's how I feel.
You know? And it's getting old.
Quick.
Because I heard Toby tell me he saw the video of him.
Not for me, he didn't, and he admitted it to Robbie.
Well, he
I
told
don't
me
even
that.
have the damn cameras on my phone. I didn't even take
And see,
my
it's
phone
only
the
a
day I
one-word
talked to him.
difference, but it's confusing. And there's a lot of one-word differences in this town. That fraud that got found 10 months ago by Gary, with the water bills being manipulated and zeros being dropped, you aware of this?
Yes, I am.
How come nobody else is?
It was brought to everybody's attention, and Julie got it straightened out. That was clear back when the
14
video-
years of fraud, at least. that he could show. Who's been manipulating it this whole time?
To be God's honest with you, I don't think it was that way when Sandra was working here. The other girl.
Who's Sandra? I've never even met Sandra.
She was the girl.
How many years ago was that?
She was, okay, let's
That
see.
had to be more than 6 years ago.
No. She was here until, okay, her, Davida, and Donnie Brewer worked in the office. At the time, Davida was just kind of like a fill-in type, maybe 10, 12 hours a week, okay? I don't remember exactly what happened. They made Sandra and Donnie both pissed. They both walked off the job, to which they immediately gave the job to Davida. So it had to have been 4 years ago when Sandra was
Okay,
here.
4 years of that going on is a huge question mark, and it gets found. All of a sudden the city has a surplus of money. You yourself have told me that several people in this office you thought were stealing. You told me that Betty was, and you thought Davida was. All these questions, all these suspicions, and I get, you like to say I think. You have your suspicions. I think doesn't get you out of accusing somebody. It doesn't. Because I promise you, with that attorney there, if I decided to say I think, it doesn't get me out of accusing anybody. But I tell you, I myself can see how ripe for fraud this place is. And I'm not accusing anybody.
And I was
Some
actually
of it might
one
be
of the
ignorance.
first ones that brought this shit up to Davida about
I
the
have-
water bills.
I have been
asked
your
her-
friend for 2 years. Not one time in a lot of shit you have told me have you ever brought up anything about actual fraud. You've accused numerous friends of ours and numerous people that you know, but you have never actually said anything specific. And I just assume everything you tell me is true until I learn it's not. And if you wonder what my problem with you, during your fit down there, you exposed yourself. You told so many fibs so fast that you exposed yourself. And in that meeting, when I asked you why you didn't say something, why you said something to Dean, but didn't tell me, you said it's because Kim threw you off the property. Let's be straight. You told Dean that on Friday. We kicked you off the property on Saturday, 24 hours later. That is a very clear lie.
I didn't really feel it was my need to tell you until we knew more what was going on.
That's not what you said in the meeting. You lied. Joni, I see through the mask now. I'm not even mad at you about the lies. I'm not mad about your amazing ability to fucking control people and to manipulate. You are a fucking talent. I'm not mad at you for it. I accept you for who you are, just like I always have. I just know not to trust you. That's all.
And
no one else should
either of you, because Kim sat up here in that meeting and said stuff I told her in confidence.
There's no such thing as confidence with you. You know how much shit you've told Kim about everybody? The same thing. Why are you talking about Kim's fucking medicines with anybody else? Explain that to me. Or call Dave and Angie liars. One or the other. Which one?
I've talked to Angie about it.
Why don't you talk to me about it? Answer me. Well, all right, so you did just say something to Angie about it. Is that your confession?
It was something about Klonopin, yes. I did say
Oh,
something.
see, now we're getting to details.
Yeah.
It didn't happen, and now it did. Why are you discussing any of my wife's meds with anybody else, Miss Professional Drug Counselor? Why should I not have you investigated for all those little things that go on around here? As you fucking manipulate and turn everyone, it's called triangulation. It's a tool of manipulators. You are a master at your craft, Joni. Master.
I'm not a master at anything.
The one thing you are good at is deceiving. I've seen it, I've caught it. I caught so much of it during your rant down there that, oh my God, like the sun shined down and I saw it. And I get it. Now I understand why I could never figure you out. And I don't hold it against you, Joni. I'm not even mad at you anymore. It was my fault for being deceived. It was yours for deceiving me. I let myself be deceived. I let Kim be deceived. But we know better now. And I'm not even against you. We can still work together.
Why did Dean have to be brought into this?
Because you chose to make the lie. Dean told us that he saw a video of a male in the office. You told me you didn't see a video. Which one was true?
I did not see a
Then
video
why
of
did Dean
anybody
say
in
that?
the office.
Dean
I
says a
sat
lot of
right
shit
there.
to me that you don't say to me.
I sat right there and
Do you know
told
that?
Nate, I said, I saw somebody in the shop, is what I said. The
You
shop.
denied, yeah. No, you said in
No,
here.
I said in the office, and I sat right there and told Nate all I could see was like a beam of light in the office, which I did. I did
You're
not see a
spreading
person.
gossip based on ideas that are becoming facts. That's how that works. You say something, it's kind of partly true. The people around here love to believe you because you are the town gossip, and then fucking it becomes fact. That's malicious.
You know,
that's
that's kind of calling
hateful.
the kettle black with all the gossip you've started.
No, I've been telling everyone what you've been saying. I let Davita know you accused her of fucking theft and embezzlement. I've been telling everyone the truth out of your mouth that you won't do. Why? I shine the light on the darkness. I bring the lies out so everyone knows who's telling them. I am going back to business.
I think Dean needs to be here.
Sure. We got a camera. That's why it's here.
I just, you know, I don't really understand why we've got a council of 7 people and I'm the only one here.
You're not.
No,
You're
I'm
not. I left Gary's house yesterday. I left Andre's house the day before. Eric is first on my next. I told him that at the last meeting. You're next. I got questions for Eric. None of my shit pertained to you personally, Joni. I brought up things and didn't call you out on them, including telling people about people's backgrounds. I didn't name you. I could have, but I did not. I actually didn't name you through any of those things, if you think about it. I have video if you'd like to watch it so you know, because I've watched it. It's on YouTube. It is.
I heard you put it there.
I did. It's fucking proof of fact of that meeting. And next meeting will be recorded, and the next one, and I'm about to ask Nate to make it a fucking standard that they get recorded and posted to the website every fucking time. Why? Because the public needs to know what the fuck's going on in here.
They were supposed to have been doing that a long time ago.
Well, it's time they do it, and I'm going to make sure it does.
And I have been on.
Tony, you
about
keep
the
telling me the
fucking
things you were
website.
gonna get done, but none of it's done. So get it done or get out of the way.
You can't say none of it's been done because things have been done.
What?
What?
Tell me the things you've
Code
led.
enforcement, for instance.
This man did it on his own, and you had 5 other people in front of him that didn't have his certification. Why didn't any of those people have certifications? How many of those why don't you have that certification? How many years have you been doing it?
I'm not a code
It's
enforcement officer.
you
I
are
don't need to
over
be
the
certified.
code enforcement. You are the person that protects the city from him making mistakes.
Okay, well then you're saying if Eric oversees the water, he should be certified for water.
That is next on my list. That is exactly what I'm bringing up. Whoever supervises should know the job. You don't agree? Take you out of it. Tell me whoever is in charge of the mayor. Nate has no business being the mayor. Should he have experience? Yes. He doesn't, so he doesn't know the job, so he's not doing it well. You are not watching The Office, so Julie is not doing a good job, so everything is going to shit, and you don't know because you're not looking. And maybe it's not your fault. You're a volunteer, you're 62, you're not trying to do this shit. But get out of the way, someone who will.
Well, you can have my job.
I'll take it.
You can have it.
You step down, and I will step in your seat.
Stepping down.
I know
I've
you
got 2
told
years.
Kim you would watch this city crumble before you left that seat. That is a scary statement. Why would you watch the city crumble? Why wouldn't you build?
Because I don't know that you can build any better than I have.
Really?
Really.
I'm on my feet after 6 years after absolute bankruptcy. I have already surpassed where you're at. I did it in 4 fucking years with a fucking disabled wife and 2 badass kids, all by myself. I built a business out of scrap wood in my garage that impressed everybody, including you. So
Of course,
can I
I'm
do
always
it?
impressed with somebody.
Yes. And guess what I'm doing next,
But
Joni?
you
Do you
sound
know?
like I'm some kind of fucking derelict.
No, I think you're asleep at the wheel, actually. I don't think you're a derelict. I know you're not stupid. I think you're intelligent. I do think you're a gossip. But do I think you're actually doing any of this shit
Everybody
on
in this
purpose?
town's a gossip.
Well, I'm stopping my portion.
So have I. I didn't even want to be here today, okay?
Okay. Then let's start fresh. From here on out, we can be business. We don't have to be best friends to be allies. I'm not actually attacking Joni at home. I'm attacking the council person in charge of the office. Then I'm going after the council person in charge of the water, and then I got other things to do. But here's more important. Here's actually something that will actually genuinely do something for our community. Let's see if you have any interest in being on board. You know I bought that building. You know I'm down there ripping it apart right now. You know I'm searching for loans and grants, and I'm talking to every fucking body. Well, here's what I've decided to do. Here's what me and Kim have decided to do. We are building a community resource center for everybody.
That's good.
We're putting in laundry, putting in a wheelchair accessible shower. We're doing all the things this community desperately needs. Your store, I ran the numbers. If you would like to discuss them, I ran them for my own purpose, not for yours. They're fucking horrid. It's a dead fucking anchor. I will show you on paper. It's not me attacking you. I love the idea. I was gonna steal it. It ain't worth stealing. It ain't worth doing. Why? Go talk to Orlando Figueroa. I spent 2 hours with him yesterday, ripping his business model apart. And he has 10 times the location, 10 times the traffic, and nobody from town is buying from him. He's in Boone. Nobody from town. He said fucking less than 5% of his business is from Boone.
Who is he? I have no
He's
idea.
the guy that opened that new store in Boone. We're friends now. We've been friends for like
Boone.
2-3 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, the
Figaro.
little grocery
His name's
store.
Orlando.
Okay,
Fucking
I know.
awesome guy.
I have never talked to
Here's
him.
the
I
thing.
saw it was open.
He showed me so much insight into his business that we stopped any idea of opening a convenience store. It's a dead fucking anchor. Let me tell you, it's a dead fucking anchor. I can show you the numbers.
That's why I say we haven't really invested.
Do you know how much he spent just in freezers? $70,000. Do you know how much his monthly is? You know how much his overhead is? He is fucking. If he had to pay payroll, he would be fucking negative.
He just runs it himself.
Him and his son run it himself. The only way me and Kim are gonna be able to make that successful is if we run it ourselves. No payroll. The second you pay for payroll, it's fucking over.
Well, and like I've said before, I don't even know whether that building's fit to use as that.
I don't know.
I
And
don't know.
I'm not trying to attack Joni's idea. You may feel that way, and I got some issues with some of the shit that's going on for us personally, but that ain't got shit to do with this office. What had happened on the other night was simply because you chose to have the wrong fucking building. You chose to be the office manager. You're gonna take heat when the office is running like fuck. And I promise you, it is holy fuck running bad. Nothing is getting done properly. I have looked, I have asked around, I'm talking, I'm supposed to be at Toby's right fucking now to get more information because I am going to take the CML courses so someone in this fucking town knows how it's supposed to run. Because there's courses, did you know?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I do them all the time, dude.
I'm gonna take all of them and Toby's gonna set me up. Why?
I
So that
sit
2
there and
years
do
from
the
now,
webinars all
I'm
the
gonna run
time.
for fucking mayor.
Okay.
But that's 2 years from now. We'll get back to that.
No, it isn't.
It's April and then, is it 4 years?
April is when the mayor will be elected.
Right, and then 2 years after that, right?
Yeah, it's a 2-year.
I'm not ready right now. I have a community center to build. I actually have a
Mayor's only
project
a
that
2-year
will
position.
actually help people. If the city's willing to give me grants, I can pay for this shit this year, and next year we can have a coin wash, a shower station, filtered water for free for everybody. If the city water will sponsor the water bill on the filter itself, I will run it, maintain it for free for the fucking city. I've already done the budget, it works. But I need backing. I need about 25 grand more than I've got. And I'm putting in all of my own cash. All of it. Like
Well,
I will have
tell you, as far
every
as
dollar in my
You
own.
want me to clarify my position is, I wasn't even really considered an office manager. They asked me to be a liaison because I was
Okay.
the only female.
Joni,
I
here's the
told
reality.
them- Listen a minute. Let me talk for a minute, okay? Let me talk.
Get it out.
When I was asked to come up the day that Mike and Davita got into it, I was not the office manager at that point. I was never, like I told them, I don't know enough about, my degree is not in financial shit. I don't have a business degree. I can't sit there and check the books because I don't know whether they're right or not.
Okay. Not everybody is suited for their task. If I asked this man to go shovel horse shit all day with a bad knee and some other problems, he would not be suited for that task.
Exactly.
He is good at his task because he can sit in a car, he can write paperwork. Doesn't have to walk around, right? Some people are suited for certain tasks. I promise you, the office is holy fuck being mismanaged. Oh, I found so many things I didn't even bring up during that
Well,
meeting.
is there somebody on our council that has the
No.
business, see, okay.
But here's the thing, if you're gonna do it, please start looking. Start paying attention. Eric and Julie hang out and gossip all day long and Julie does not get her work done. Plain and fucking simple. You know, have you noticed this week who's not around? Yeah, everyone else in town has too. Everyone, people I don't even know have brought up how
I've quit
weird it
coming
is
to
that
the
that's
office
going
due
on.
to the fact of what happened at that meeting. I didn't feel comfortable even being in the office.
Joni, I'm not here to attack you.
The
Those
only
are all
reason I came
legitimate
up is Roddy
questions.
asked me to.
Those are all legitimate questions.
Which, like I say, and Nate knows too. When I first started overseeing,
I chewed his ass plenty. Believe me, over the last week, me and Nate have gotten intimately unaffectionate. I have been in his ass as much as everyone else. The difference is, Nate says, I am fucking up. I'm sorry. He said that. He said, I'm missing this. I'm sorry. I'm fucking this up. I need you to I don't even need an I'm sorry from you, but I need you to either step up or let someone else do it.
And who was going to put the perfecto?
Me.
You're not on our council at this point.
Put me on it.
We don't have an open slot.
Step down.
I'm not stepping down. Why should I
Find
step
someone
down?
because you don't want to run the office and no one else can.
Well, then I'll just focus on my code enforcement man, and that'll be it.
Okay. We need to fix this. How do we fix it without saying, well, there's just no answer? There has to be an answer. How about hiring an office manager?
We've talked about that.
Hire me.
But they talked about putting Julie as office manager.
You and I...
Is that what was said?
City manager.
City manager. Excuse me.
You and I have both had chats about who Julie is, and I have known Julie for 6 years. Julie is part of the problem. Putting her in charge makes the problem worse. So, find someone honest or find me. Let me come in, straighten out the office. I don't even want the job. I don't need the money. I actually have I applied for a job last week, and I'm applying for another one this week to come up with the money to pay for that shit. I don't need this job. But I will come in because Nate says I have to be a paid employee. We've already had this chat.
Yeah, you do.
I will come in and I will look. I won't steal. I will make sure all the fucking T's and all the I's, I will make sure everything is caught up. And then once it's caught up, I will come in every once in a while and fucking look. And what will I do for the city? Make sure that the fraud stops. I'm not even trying to catch old fraud. I know it's there.
Well,
I'm trying to stop the current fraud.
I know that something was fraud, that 6 boxes of shit took down there and burnt. That I was.
Did you hear me call that out on Eric? Did I only attack you that day, or did I bring that in?
No,
did the attorney shut that down? Because guess what? Watch the video. The attorney is what shut down that question. When I brought up the video, because there's a video of it. There's a body cam of it. I brought all this up. I attacked Eric. The attorney shut it down. I chose not to proceed because I was on the office. We were going to get back to Eric. And Eric in the water and the questions on what's going on with our pumps and where this fucking money is missing to.
Well, am I getting attacked again tomorrow night?
No.
Because if so,
actually, a lot of the questions I plan on asking you, I just brought up. Nobody's here. This ain't no show. He don't give a fuck. He's only here because he's got a body cam and he's paid to be. He don't give a shit about me and you.
Well, I would like to think he did.
He don't give a shit about our problems. This man works for a living. He don't bring up you at my house. Him and fucking, or Nina and Kim have become amazingly good friends.
That's great.
We don't talk about you. I know you think we do. Ask Dave if I bring you up. I hung out with Dave at Aiden's house the other night. Your name did not come out of my fucking mouth.
I tried.
I don't care about whatever you're doing.
Dave and Angie both.
I learned my lesson. I learned to be more cautious and to be less open around here. A lesson I already knew, but I'd let my guard down, and it's back up. No big deal. That's me anyways. I'm paranoid anyways.
Like I say, as far as Dave and Angie, no, I don't bring up nothing about any of this because it's none of their affair.
I don't care. I have told everyone I know that the gossip stops at my house, and we fucking mean it. We don't care. I have projects. I have that project. Tim is right now sitting on a computer looking up 500 ways to make that work. We don't care. I don't actually want to be in the city's business. I don't want to be in your business. I don't want to chew anybody's ass. I wanted to come up here and say, give me free money. But I started asking questions, and every time I got an I don't know or a bullshit fucking answer, it made me mad. So I asked another question. And I have yet out of dozens of questions to get any clear answers. Here's the thing. I have a choice to make. I can ask the city for money, which locks me in down there. Do you know if the state gives me a grant, I'm locked in for 10 years? So not a store that might last for a year. 10 years of a laundromat, wash stations, all that shit for the city. I am locked in by obligation. Believe me, I fucking look. And if I bow out, I lose my building. I lose every penny. And you know how much money I'm putting into this? I promise you it's a fuck ton more than I spent. Like, I'm gonna go bankrupt and take out 50 grand worth of loans to do this shit. If you want to see my applications and see I'm not bullshitting you, I'll show you them. I don't care about anybody. I don't even care if this place runs right. I have an obligation to bring up these issues because everyone is talking about it. You want me out of your hair? Help me with this fucking business. You know? Watch over Julie. Make sure this, ask the question, has this been caught up? If you want a list, I will work with you to give you a list. I'm not attacking you, Joanie, personally.
And
When I
did
give him
find
shit
out
as the
about
code
the
guy,
lien.
it's not because Robbie's the code guy. It's because he's the fucking code guy. And you know I hate code guys. Have we had many arguments?
Yep,
The next day, are we okay?
absolutely.
Me and you can have disagreements and still get along.
I'd like that. I don't want to fight with nobody.
We can be at peace. I don't have to be your best friend to be your ally. You know?
Like I say, there's a lot of people on this council that don't do anything.
Then help me fix it.
I will fix this.
Joni,
You have a blowhorn right now. You have the megahorn, the most credible person in town. I have business experience. I'm good with numbers. I don't lie. Everyone around here, no one has fucking come to my face and given me a bad opinion other than marijuana in my fight with Daryl. Nobody has anything other than that to say. And they can call me an
So
asshole.
you're asking me to quit so you can
No,
be
no,
on
no.
the council.
Oh, I'm asking somebody to step down so I can fucking fill that office spot and fix what I see as embezzlement and fraud. I see it. I just can't prove it, Joan. I see it so fucking clearly that it pains me. I've been waking up for the last 3 days in a row trying to fill the last gap. I'm only missing one more peg and I have put the whole fucking picture together. I'm that goddamn close, Joni.
I have no idea how far embezzlement could go back. I really do not.
I will put me in that office for a week as a paid employee and I will show you at the end of the week that I stole from you. It's that goddamn easy.
But like I say, the question still comes back to me, what was in those 6 boxes that we lost?
There are lots of questions, Joni, and if
That's
you
my
want to help
biggest-
me ask the questions, get on my side. Which side of the podium do you want to be the one asking the questions? Join me. Stand up for this fucking town, please. You've got to. You're the person that got the most votes out of any council member this year. Do you know that? Do something with it. Please, I will help you.
did you know Julie doesn't check their answer machine messages ever?
I know it's always beeping.
You probably have over 50 serious conversations that need to be happening.
Morning, we're not open.
Oh, you're not?
No, they're closed today,
She's out of town
unfortunately.
today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it was a nice walk though, wasn't it?
It was. It's such a good day.
And y'all had fun getting outside, didn't you?
We
Yes.
gotta go to the post office anyway.
See?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, darling.
I have found numerous places where fraud could be.
Oh yeah, no worries. No worries.
And I'm not accusing anybody. To be specific, I'm not. I don't have that final pedigree. But if I was going to come in here and be a criminal, I have found 3 different ways. No, I can put it on paper. 3 different ways that I can steal from you. If I can do it with never working in the office, only making phone calls, all I've done is ask questions. And you know me, I like to fucking ask questions, don't I? Yeah, I like to know everything about shit. When I get into something, it's my fucking Asperger nature to know it all. So I spend 12, 16 hours a day researching this shit for the last 2 weeks. I am in holy fuck deep. There is corruption in this town hall. I don't care to fucking punish everybody. I just want to fix it. Let's stop it. You want to help me? Help me.
What do you want me to do?
All right. Step 1, we lock down the office. All of the water bills that are walking in the door that are fucking off, there needs to be a log that sits on that counter that never fucking moves. That fucking log gets filled out, name, address, and the fucking discrepancy and date every single time.
That there's a discrepancy.
And there's a lot. You know there's 40 to 50 to 100 and something discrepancies a month out of 300 meters? Why? Why do is an $80,000 system that's brand new?
Being used.
I know about that too.
And that does
That's
bother me. That has been an issue with me.
Believe me and Gary had quite a chat about it. Don't think I'm only attacking you. I'm attacking the fucking city. You happen to chose to be a council person, so you're in the fucking hot seat. Sorry. Not sorry.
Just to add, because I feel like this may or may not help, I guess. If there's a discrepancy on the water bill, do you know how it's caught?
People come in and complain.
By the person coming in and complaining.
Complaining,
If they
which
don't,
I've done it myself.
right.
you don't?
But if you don't complain and you just pay it, where does that money go?
You know how easy it is to fix that? I know myself how easy it is just by asking Davita and 2 other people that have worked in this office. I could do it having never actually been behind your counter. That's only 1 point. All right, receipts. You ever been to a restaurant or a store and they say, if you don't get a receipt, we owe you $5? You ever seen one of them signs? You know why? It's to keep the cashiers from stealing. If the cashier hands them a printed receipt every motherfucking time, then there is no goddamn question. If there's a discrepancy book and a printed receipt, then that printed receipt should be saved in the computer. Computers can be manipulated. That's how I know once it's in the computer, it can be false. It needs to be printed. We need to have printed fucking documents. Is it a waste of paper and ink? Sure it is. So is
Not
fucking
really.
everything else we're doing around here.
If it takes care of a problem, it's not wasted.
Auditing of the meters. Auditing of the meters is an easy one. You can go inside of a fucking, we can randomly go into these houses that are fucking putting up discrepancies, turn on a goddamn tap and watch the meter and fucking calculate, and it's not that hard to figure out, is this meter correct or is somebody incorrect? There are ways to do this shit.
Well,
that fucking
like
video
I say,
system,
I have a big problem with the
check
fact-
it every day. I'm telling you, ask what we can do. I got a list of these things we can do. I'm not attacking you without solutions. There is no problem without a solution. So I'm bringing solutions. Do you have my back in these? If I bring them up, will you support them and vote for them?
Well, as far as stuff like that, absolutely.
Okay, that's how you get shit done. And obviously you need someone to push you. Guess what I am? I'm a motherfucking locomotive. You either get behind me or you're in front of me. But I'm coming the fuck through. And I'm not coming after Joanie Willis, the chick I've hung out with and smoked fucking weed with for the last 2 years. I'm coming after Councilman Willis, who is not managing the office.
Like I say, I was not put in that position to manage it. That's what I.
You actually are. You just don't know any better.
Well, that's not what I signed on for.
Well, okay. Please resign the office shop altogether. You and this guy can roughly get together. He needs to stay because he's actually doing something.
Yeah.
And that's not because fucking I want him to stay, because he makes me clean my shit too. You know, you think I want to hear about that shit? I've yelled at him just as much as everybody else. I don't like this shit any more than anybody else does.
Well, I feel me and Robbie can go ahead now because he knows I didn't lie to him about the damn video. Because Toby stood right here and said, no, Joni did not show me anything. I did not.
Well,
I don't have it on my phone, for one.
Well,
I didn't take my phone the day I went and talked to Toby.
I find that curious because I know for a fact that Toby told me that he came down here and he saw the video with you and Eric, is what he told me. So,
Well, if
there's
he
another
saw
one of
it-
them lies.
If it saw it was from somebody
Which is
besides-
really concerning because I'm about to go ask this man for a lot of help, and now I know I can't trust him.
Well, like I say, if the video was shown to him, it had to have been from Eric or Julie. It was not.
Maybe he
from-
just said that.
well, maybe
I don't
he did.
really care, honestly.
Maybe he did, but
the point
when
of this
Robbie and I
fight
talked,
may come
me and
from
Robbie
the same
talked
thing
on
he
Friday,
just said.
and it was said that I had showed a video. Well,
Yeah, he
Tony
told me
didn't.
he came down here and saw it himself. He said that.
I wasn't here when he come down.
See, I've been in touch with Toby all week. That's how I know about these fucking classes. He asked me why I don't run for mayor. I told him because I don't know how. See, I'm willing to admit that I don't actually know how to run this place. No one else is willing to admit that shit. Hey, maybe I don't know what I'm doing and I need to stop and I need to regather and fucking focus. Please, refocus. Or who can run this office that's over Julie? Because I'll tell you something. I caught Julie in a lie the night before that fucking... When I questioned her on that, do you know that I talked to her 2 nights before that? Yeah. No, you know, she went screaming attorney to a bunch of folks and it got back to me. So I called her. I called Lakota and I called her. I said, what the fuck? I'm not attacking you. I said, I got questions. I said, I wasn't talking about you embezzling. So why do you think this? She told me that the audits hadn't been done in here in 3.5 years. That none of the records had been kept up for 3.5 years. Here's the thing that made that odd. Hold on. Here's the thing that makes it, that's not right.
I mean, that's about.
Davita had told me the day before, because I had dinner with her, that fucking in 2019 the auditor came in. She told me how long she was here, how much she cost, how much she fucking paid cost per hour. You know how much that audit cost us? Holy fuck,
Wasn't
that's
like
a lot
about
of money.
$10,000.
No, that woman charged us $170 an hour.
We didn't even have a woman. It was a man that did.
I say woman because I think that's I don't actually know if it's male or female.
Kyle Logan was his name.
I don't actually know if it's male or female. I keep running to that. You're right. She said it's she. It's because it came from Davita. That's why I'm saying she. She just kept saying the fucking accountant. Which, another question, is our current accountant 90 fucking years old? Is that true?
Or what?
The one that's doing the current audit that just had the heart attack, how old is he?
Mr. Rusher?
No, Mr.
Or Bill,
Trainer.
Two different
trainer?
people say he's 90 years old.
No, he's 7. I think he's the same age as Toby. Because
He's
him
old.
and my sister and all of them were about the same age.
You know, finding old buddies that can come in and kind of work the books looks suspect as fuck, especially when they can't complete the task. The last one apparently was a friend of Betty's. You know, she cost the city $44,000. I do. That's how much that audit cost. 44 fucking grand.
Well, like I say, the last.
You know how much? You know how many accountants we could pay? How many hours we could pay the staff to do the accounting with $44,000?
Well, I questioned way back when, and this I definitely wasn't on office manager at this time. We had used the same company like when Robert Petty was the mayor. They were called Blair and Associates.
I'm going to stop you right there. We can get back to this in a second. Here's another point that screams fraud. I was brought a flash drive from this office recently to be used to fucking upload the video that I took of this council meeting. And guess what I found on it? A lot of the city's financial records, including that man. What's his name? Robert Donnie.
Petty.
Robert Petty. His financial information was in there. You aware of that?
Well,
It's still in there right now, but if you go look, it's still there because I told him you need to go put this back. I said this is evidence of somebody sneaking out. There's no reason that these older financial files even belong on the flash drive because of the size of the flash drive says the flash drive is only 4 to 6 years old. These documents are from 2008 to 2011. Why?
See, that would have been.
Why would, 13 years.
I was trying to think who was the mayor from 2008.
Why would documents 13 years old be on a flash drive today that's only 4 years old? Why? With that man's personal information, a lot of it. I looked.
Robert Petty's?
You know I know how to look through shit. I looked. And I said, you need to take this right back. And then we're going to also bring up info security. Y'all don't have any. The hard drive, was Julie even written up? She lost an important hard drive for 2 whole weeks. Did you write her up? This man got wrote up. He deserved it. He did. Did you write Julie up?
I have not at this point.
Well, you need to today.
Once again, she swears that it wasn't there and it got put back in there, so I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't know.
It
All
wasn't
I
supposed to
know
be in there, right?
is-
You said yourself it was supposed to be in a safe, right?
Okay. At the meeting,
That's what you said at the
I asked
meeting.
her if she was.
No, you
no,
said I instructed you
I-
to put it in the safe that
but
day. Why
I
didn't
had
you do
asked her if she was continuing to upload stuff to the hard drive. Because, you know, if a computer crashes or something, you've got backup.
it? Do you know how easy it would be for me to take home that hard drive, manipulate the data, add a couple of algorithms, re-upload it to the city, and then you never see the fraud again? I could do it. Want me to show you?
I believe you because
I'm only
am-
saying these things.
like
If I can
say-
prove that I can do it, I can prove somebody else can do it.
Well,
Rather than just accuse, it could Jay fucking Kohler come in this office and pull that shit off. He fucking could. I can show you the algorithm. It's a real simple one.
but like as far as the hard drive goes, okay, at that particular meeting, I asked her, "Are you still uploading to the hard drive?" She
Did you
said,
ask her how long
stated
she
yes.
looked for it?
It was like 2-3 weeks. She told me.
No. The day she found it, how long did she look for it? She found it the very next day. How long did it take her to find it? Do you know? I do.
A couple hours, I heard. That's what I
Who
heard.
told you that?
I believe she did.
Really? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I watched every fucking minute of the security camera on that fucking file cabinet from the moment that fucking meeting happened until Julie found it, including Julie finding it. Every fucking second. It took me hours at 8 speed. Hours. Do you know how long she looked for it?
Who gave you permission to watch our cameras?
I didn't. I had permission. That's all that matters.
Okay.
I had permission.
I didn't realize the public had privy to our cameras.
Well, here's the thing.
Toby Allenbaugh
You
does.
yeah, Toby said he did, and you accuse somebody of stealing it. That person is a pretty good person to say, hey, look, you're the accuser. Why don't you look? So we watched it together as independent witnesses together for the first time. He had never seen it. I had never seen it. I had to help him learn how to use the app because he didn't know how. Because Nate doesn't know how to do a hard drive, he doesn't know how to do a flash drive, and he sure as fuck don't know how to work a phone.
I was gonna say he's not.
He's
real
not that
computer
guy,
savvy.
so he didn't steal that fucking hard drive. All right, guess what I did see? Julie worked until 12:21 p.m. She worked like a fucking maniac on that fucking computer, fucking paper. She worked her ass off. Never once got out of that chair. Well, no, twice. She got out of that chair for a second. None of that time did she touch that fucking cabinet or look for a fucking thing. I promise you I watched. Guess how long it took her from the second she decided to look for it to the second she found it? 25 seconds. I counted. It was so easy, I could count it out loud and be done before she found it. 25 seconds. Tell me that doesn't sound fucking suspect. Are you on the city side or Julie's side? Tell me, does that sound suspect?
I'm on the city side and my own side because
so does that
they sat
sound
right there in that meeting basically accusing me of stealing that hard drive
No,
myself.
I asked why you didn't report it. I never said you stole it.
Because I kept thinking it would turn up. That's why.
It did, as soon as Jay asked about it.
But that's what I kept thinking.
Isn't that questionable?
It's been misplaced. We got all those fucking cabinets.
Did you see where it was found?
No, I didn't.
It was found exactly where fucking Julie didn't even have to leave her chair. She rolled over from the desk she was working at, rolled 4 feet over, and found it 25 seconds later. She never looked anywhere else. You know how I know this? I watched this man find the missing paperwork he found. I could see him visibly get angry. I could see him turn into a fucking soldier interrogator, stalking the goddamn office, getting upset about it. It was amazingly fucking comical. You know, not to make fun of you, but
No,
you could see your emotion in it, and you could see that you had just said, "What the fuck is this?" And he fucking starts flipping them, and he didn't act like Nate. He didn't go flipping shit and acting crazy, but you could tell the man had just stumbled onto something. Julie did not look surprised she found that hard drive. I'm just saying, there are questions. I'm not actually accusing, I'm asking questions. I went and asked fucking Gary, why the fuck did we just spend 80 grand on these meters when I did the math, it saves us $2,000 a year in labor and takes 40 years to pay off. His explanation was actually kind of reasonable. The meters were failing, the average age was 17 years, on the typical life expectancy is 20, it was time to just go ahead and pull the trigger. His explanation was a fair explanation, but 10 other people told me it was just to get out of the labor, and that part didn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
All right, but his explanation does. So am I going to attack Gary now during the meeting?
But the part that doesn't make sense to me is we've got them all installed and we still can't. We've bought tablets to read.
I've had several people say Julie's the problem there.
Now see, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. I'm good with tech. Hire me to fix this shit. I will take minimum fucking wage, and I will clock in the least amount of hours I am required. I will do this shit for fucking free. I will take the city operator, water operator's course. I will do it for free. I will take his job, or not his job, his course for free, so that one person who doesn't actually employ for this, because I will retire. I will do all this shit, learn this shit, like I told you 2 years ago when I asked you to let me do this water shit 2 years ago. Remember that? Yeah. Remember me saying, let me learn this water system? You never got back to me. It is now time. Do you back me or don't you? Yes or no? Joani, it's a yes or no.
I back the fact that yes, something needs to be done. Yes,
do you back someone being certified as a city water operator in this town?
That's what Terry's doing.
Who? Terry? Did you go talk to the bulk company? You should. Rather than me get in trouble for telling you and gossiping, you need to go contact one of his former employers, the bulk company, and inquire about a letter. And if you do, you're going to be fucking scared.
Did you know he brought a automatic shotgun up into town hall? Ask Julie. Well, no, don't ask Julie. She probably won't tell you.
I have not verified this is fact. I would like to. But as I've been told by enough people that it makes me wonder, I don't know, this is gossip. I'll put it out there as gossip. But the understanding is that he got fired from that boat company for dropping a letter talking about mass murder in that goddamn boat company. Have you met this guy? I have. It concerns me. Am I accusing him of it? No. But I have a question. You understand where I'm coming from, Joani, with a lot of this? I'm not attacking Joani Willis. But Joani Willis needs to either fucking step up and handle that shit or get out of the way.
I have no problem with giving up the office. I have no problem.
All right. Now, how do we fix it?
That I don't know.
Okay. What is your opinion of Gary?
Gary doesn't even know how to access a computer.
Okay. Fair enough. I agree with that statement. I talked to him. He's not a computer guy in the
He-
slightest.
He,
Okay.
doesn't even want a cell phone for that reason.
Okay.
I mean, because we've kind of got on him. It's kind of hard to get hold
You know-
of him at times. And he's like, I don't want a phone.